good morning, good afternoon, wherever in the world you are. I want to talk about something I had tweeted the other day because I was kind of on one, but I'm still on that because it's always going to be an issue. I'm one of those people that's always struggled with identity, you know, trying to find out who you are, why you're here, stuff like that. And because of the whole social media craze, you hear people talk and you see people do things that if you know them on any other circumstances, they probably wouldn't do. But, a lot of things are influenced by other people, and especially social media, you get to see everybody. So everything is influenced by it, and that's fine. But it becomes not fine when you really just do it to be seen, or do it for gratification. You're looking for applause, instead of just naturally being yourself. And for some people, that's hard. It's hard to be yourself, especially when you don't really know yourself, when you haven't taken the time to really get to know yourself. You know what I mean? It's hard. And we just have to do better. But why is it so hard to be yourself? Why are we afraid to be yourself? So I had posted something, and I'm going to read it. I basically said it's not fear that keeps us from simply being ourselves. It's the unconscious fact that there are parts about ourselves that we really don't like. And because of this, we're not bold enough to make the necessary changes consistently in order for us to feel better. You know what I'm saying? Like, life itself is simple. At its basic as fuck. At its most simplistic form. Life is, you're born, you live, you figure out why you're here, you try to live in that purpose, you enjoy everything that life has to offer until you leave about this joint, and then you're gone. You're done. That's it. In its most simplistic form. So why do we keep doing things that are not genuine and authentic to us? Why are we so afraid to naturally just be ourselves? We just want to be accepted, and everybody does. Like, I don't know when it happened that we, felt the need for someone's approval. And maybe it's just in us. Maybe it's always been that way since the beginning of the time. I got no problem with that if that's the case. But why? And social media just makes it harder. Like, we don't even genuinely do things for ourselves sometimes. Sometimes, and I'm not going to say most because I don't know most, but sometimes we do it just for show. Sometimes we're doing it, for clout, you know what I mean, for praise. We want to be floss buckets. We want to do things to show people, like, yeah, this is what we do, this is how we live, and this is how we get down. Like, you don't need to do that unless that's just who you are. If that's who you are, that's different. But most of the time, it's not who you are. It's just people doing things just because they want to be seen. They want to be, looked at a certain way. They want likes. They want approval, from people. That's based on likes, is based on hearts, based on number of comments and shares and stuff like that. Like, yo, we're bugging, completely bugging. Do things just for yourself. And I'm guilty. Sometimes I fall in that trap while I don't feel loved enough or validated. Like I really need somebody to validate me. Like, we shouldn't be like that. You don't need people to be like that in order for you to be yourself. Like, you don't need you don't need confirmation. You need affirmation that comes from self, because self always comes first. Self always comes first. Self-love first, self-care first, self-talk first. Everything is you, self first. So why do we feel the need to get someone else's approval? People that we don't even talk to regularly, because the regular people, they know you. They rocking with you regardless. Why do we need everybody else's approval though? Why do we value everyone else's opinion? Why do we value everyone else's opinion of us? We don't need people to validate us, man. We don't need confirmation. You need affirmation. You affirm yourself. Self first. Always. Self first. I have no idea when it got to the point in life where we just sought approval. Maybe it's from birth. You know, you want the approval of your mom, your dad. Maybe it's innate. Maybe it's already in our nature. It could be. But why do we take that on a more grander scale, you know, on a broader scale where we feel like we need it from everybody? And the only reason I could think of is because now we're more connected to everybody, so we feel like their opinion matters, their approval matters, and it doesn't. If you don't like things about yourself, change it. If you don't like your hair, change it. Go get it cut. Go get a wig. You know what I'm saying? Color it. If you don't like your body, change it. Go to the gym, lose weight. If you're trying to gain weight, eat some more. You know, if you don't like how you look, change it. Go get you some new shoes, some shoes, some fly kicks, some nice dress shoes. You know, so get you a new suit, a nice shirt. Get you something. Do more of what makes you feel better. You got it? That's a pinned tweet of mine. It's a pinned post of mine on everything. That's my claim to fame. That's my motto. Do more of what makes you feel good every day. Because other than that, you're waiting for approval from somebody to say like, yeah, that's good. You should do that. You don't need to do that. You don't need that from people. Their opinion of you does not matter and should not matter more than you. What you think matters. How you feel about you matters. You don't need confirmation. You need affirmation coming from self, because self always comes first. Always. So I just wanted to share that, because I know we do things and a lot of us get disappointed real quick and we start to doubt ourselves as if we're worthy. You're already worthy because you started it, because you came up with it and you did it. You don't need anybody else to validate that. You do it because you feel like it's necessary for you, not for anybody else. Create your art for you, not for everybody else. You think artists who paint and sculpt and do all that stuff put it out there for people? No, they do it for themselves and then people critique it. Do they care about people's critique? Maybe, but not to the point where it validates them or invalidates them as to what they're doing. They don't care about that. That's not going to stop them. And nothing should stop you. You. Nothing should stop you. Do things for you. Do more of what makes you feel better every day. Every day. That's a daily practice. So I'm gonna leave y'all with that. And I hope it resonates with you like it does for me, because I really went off on Twitter the other day because I felt it. I want more for us. And I want us to want more for us, because that's the way it should be. Validate your own self. Affirm your own self. Self first. Always. Got it? It's Motivation Monday. Go be dope.